Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State of Tech. Today we're going to be comparing two different sets of Pro Bluetooth earbuds. We have the Powerbeats Pro and we have the AirPods Pro. Now, I just finished editing a video comparing the Powerbeats Pro to the AirPods 2, and I'm going to delay putting that one out because I think it's more important right now to have a discussion about the AirPods Pro, and I'll put that other video out a little bit later, so you're going to want to make sure to subscribe to the channel here if you're interested. And then if you want me to, I will make a comparison between the AirPods Pro, the original AirPods, I guess the version 2 right now, and the Powerbeats Pro, just to kind of give you a comparison across the board with all of those, because I feel like Apple has kind of priced everything in a way right now. The AirPods are definitely the entry-level product for Bluetooth earbuds from Apple. Then we have the Powerbeats Pro, which are still technically like kind of a different brand, but Apple owns them, so I consider them an Apple product. I mean, they charge with a lightning connector, so they're an Apple product. And then we have the AirPods Pro. And Apple has been doing this with all of their products. They've been putting Pro at the end of the high-priced items. I mean, look at the iPhone 11 Pro, look at the MacBook Pro, look at the Mac Pro, which is going to cost $1 bajillion. And so they're really kind of making sure that Pro is behind everything that costs more, and if there isn't the word Pro, then it's the one that costs less. So, but does that really mean that you're getting a better experience and a better product? That's kind of what I want to answer in some of these videos in the future here. I had just gotten done comparing the Powerbeats Pro to the AirPods 2, and now I'm comparing the Powerbeats Pro to the AirPods Pro, because the AirPods Pro answer a couple of problems, or fixes a couple of problems that I had with the original AirPods, which is the fact that they don't complete a nice seal in your ear, so there's a lot of audio escaping. You're not getting the great audio experience that you would expect out of something that you're paying that much money for, and then they're also just not very secure in your ear. That's what led me to go to the Powerbeats Pro, because the Powerbeats Pro are going to provide a better audio experience, and they also kind of clip around the ear, so they're going to hold on a lot better. I've been a lot more active these last couple of months, and my AirPods kind of were frightening me when I would be at the gym and I'm on the treadmill or jumping around or doing some sort of a workout. I was always afraid they were going to fall out of my ear, and the last thing I want is one of my AirPods to end up underneath some treadmill. That would be disgusting. So the Powerbeats Pro gave me not only a better audio experience, but they also gave me the security that they were going to be more stable and hang on to my ear a lot better. But then come the AirPods Pro, which are a better overall audio experience, which is what we all wanted out of our AirPods, but then they also have a little bit more security because they kind of hug into your ear canal just a little bit. They're not a over and around the ear type of Bluetooth earbud like the Powerbeats, but the audio quality is much better, and then there's also a couple of additional added functions like noise canceling. And so the AirPods Pro really started to kind of look appealing to me. Now, in the recent months, I have also looked at the Sony noise canceling earbuds that are pretty expensive. They're really nice. They're just not super convenient. The case was not as challenging as the Powerbeats case, but it wasn't as convenient to get them in and out of your ear. The Powerbeats definitely are not super convenient to get in and out of your ear like AirPods are, but there's little trade-offs here and there. I was kind of in this weird place where I couldn't find one earbud to rule them all for me. So now we're going to just talk about these two devices and my experiences with them. And like I said, if you want a little bit more different comparisons and details, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to put out a video on that topic. So let's start with the Powerbeats Pro. Obviously, like I said, I went with the Powerbeats Pro because I wanted something with better audio quality, but most importantly, something with more security. Now, the Powerbeats Pro comes in a very large case, and they are kind of an intrusive device. They have to wrap around your ear. They go into your ear pretty well, and now that I have one in this ear on this side, I have that weird feeling like my ears need to pop. Because they're an inner ear, they go right into your ear, and there needs to be that seal. Now, they produce an amazing audio experience. I mean, for the size of these little devices, not only are you getting great audio that far surpasses the AirPods, the standard AirPods, but you're getting the security of them not falling off as easily. You're also getting better battery life, and there's more buttons. There's actually buttons on them that do different functions, such as a rocker button on the top for adjusting your volume level, which there's one on each side. And then there's also the B, which is a button, and you can do different tap functions on there to pause and play, move to the next track, and stuff like that, activate Siri. And so there's a lot of functionality on this, and it's more tactile because there's buttons. So this is definitely more of an active wear type of item, whereas an AirPod is more of a casual wear type of item. So nice. I like these. They're great. At first, they were not comfortable at all, and I think it was just because I hadn't wore something like this for a while. My ears would get kind of fatigued, and it was a little annoying, but after wearing them a couple of times, that actually went away, and I don't notice that anymore. Same goes with the inner ear. You know, I'd been wearing regular AirPods for a long time, so switching to something that's going to be right inside your ear, the first couple of days, it was a little annoying, but after that, I was totally used to it and it didn't bother me at all. So the real inconvenience is just the case itself. I mean, the case is a monster. It's not wireless charging. You need a lightning cable to charge it, which you still need for your iPhone, but these days I have less and less things that are requiring lightning, and most of my items that do require lightning have wireless charging, so I don't have to worry about plugging them in. So these are great. I like them. I think they're priced well, especially considering there's been a price drop on them. I believe they now retail for $199. I don't know if that's forever, but I purchased them at $199 and the price had just changed, and I think that they're a great value at $199. They get, on average for me, about 5 or so hours of battery life, and I listen to music loud, and I listen to it nonstop, usually for about 3 hours when I'm at the gym, and sometimes audiobooks, but mostly loud music, and then I drop them back in the case, and I don't have to charge the case for basically an entire week. I'll go to the gym 3, 4, 5 times in the week. The case tops it off every single time. So those are great. So let's talk now about the AirPods Pro. Now the AirPods Pro I got kind of excited about because not only were they AirPods, which are super convenient, and the reason that I still would always go back to my regular AirPods is if I'm getting a phone call, boom, take an AirPod in and throw it in my ear, and I can answer a call without missing the call. With the Powerbeats, by the time I get the case out, because I'm not going to keep it in my pocket, it's such a huge case, get the Powerbeats Pro in one of my ears, try to answer a call. That call is long gone. Probably the voicemail has already been recorded and saved. So it's not convenient for just everyday life. It's they're great for music, they're great for fitness, they're great for wearing for longer periods of time, but you know, they're just not super convenient. So I was excited about the AirPods Pro because I was hoping that I would get the better audio quality, the extra features, and then also still have something that's super convenient. So the AirPods Pro case is a little bit bigger than a standard AirPods case. Not by much though, surprisingly. Not much bigger. This is still highly pocketable, whereas this here, not highly pocketable. The only thing that I found annoying is actually like grabbing it and pulling it out of the case. It's not as easy to get it out of the case as the other AirPods, but they go in my ear really nice and easy. They sit right in there. It didn't take long to get that into my ear. Maybe a millisecond, a split second longer than the regular AirPods would, because I just need to make sure they're seated in my ear, but they're now in my ear, ready to go and connected. With the Powerbeats Pro and the AirPods Pro, you get a lot of options for interacting with your device using your earbuds. At the Powerbeats Pro, a little bit more customizable, a few more functions there that you might find useful. So with the AirPods Pro, they are tiny in comparison to the other AirPods. They are smaller, they don't stick out as far. I know that things that I had issues with the previous AirPods was call quality when having a phone call. Of course, music quality was one of those things. And then sometimes there was just a consistency with the connectivity. I would have an AirPod in and I'd be watching YouTube videos and there'd be like a crackling sound sometimes. I'd have to take the AirPod out, put it back in the case, close the app, open the app back up, put the AirPod in, and it would usually be fine for a little while. I haven't had any of those problems with these AirPods Pro, and to be honest, I haven't had any of the problems that I experienced with the regular AirPods with the Powerbeats Pro either. So with these AirPods, the battery life is surprisingly good. It's almost as advertised so far. I've been trying to use them with noise canceling turned on, trying to use as many features that the AirPods would have to have going at the same time to see if that battery life can hold up. And so far, it's done a pretty good job. I listen to music pretty loud, like I said. I believe that these AirPods Pro don't have to work as hard as the old AirPods because of the fact that they are an inner ear. I've talked about this in other videos. They go into your ear. The speaker there, everything has a nice seal, so it doesn't have to blast your head as hard as the AirPods Pro do. Now, the Powerbeats Pro don't have to do that either. They sit in your ear, so they don't have to work as hard. And one of the things that's nice about the Powerbeats Pro and the AirPods Pro is the music actually sounds kind of atmospheric. It doesn't sound like it's beating your face in from the side and you're losing a lot of clarity of your audio, which is the case with the AirPods and a complaint that many people have had with the AirPods. With the Powerbeats Pro and the AirPods Pro, the audio experience is a lot better, it's a lot cleaner, and it can be because of the seal. Now, the seal is also an issue. When I first put the Powerbeats Pro on, I knew that the seat was not perfect. I wasn't getting the bass that I was expecting to get out of Beats. I wasn't getting the audio clarity, so I knew that I needed to go up a size in the little ear tips, which were included in the box, so I went up a larger size. With the AirPods Pro, the tip is actually fine that came on them. It's a medium-sized tip. Usually I have to go up to the large. It has a software kind of algorithm that can check. It plays a tone into your ears and determines whether or not there is any leakage of air, and it will let you know whether you need to go with a smaller ear tip or a larger ear tip, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't have to go with a larger ear tip, and I actually did try a larger ear tip just to see if it produced a better audio experience for me. The larger ear tip actually ended up being too large for my ears, and I have large ear holes, my wife says, so the fit was nice, and it was nice knowing that I didn't have to go up to the large size, because a lot of times, like with the Powerbeats Pro, the large tip size, I feel like I had to cram into my ear a little bit. So the audio experience between these two is kind of a toss-up, and it really depends on the type of music you listen to. Now, I tried listening to all sorts of different types of music. Most of the music that I listen to when I'm at the gym is like hard rock, metal. However, there are times that I like to listen to hip-hop or rap, and it really depends. These days, it's getting a little ridiculous, but I wanted to listen to something with some good bass to it. And I found that when it comes to the clarity of the highs and the mids, while still providing decent bass, the AirPods Pro seem to produce a better overall experience there, but not by far. Not by far at all. The audio experience is still really good with the highs and the mids on the Powerbeats Pro. It just seemed that the AirPods Pro had maybe a little bit more there, and I was going back and forth, listening to the same song, switching back over to the others. So I felt that the mids and highs were a little bit better on the AirPods Pro. Now, with the bass, though, and listening to hip-hop, E40 just dropped a new album recently, so I was checking that out, and the Powerbeats seemed like they had a little bit more bass. Now, that also could come down to the fit. And that's one of the things that I really wanted to talk about a little bit, because people will try earbuds like this and declare one a winner, but really the fit can affect so much when you're putting these in your ears. Now, it's nice that the AirPods have that test that tell you whether or not you have a good fit, but I can still kind of put a little bit of pressure on them, pushing them into my ear just a little bit more and get better bass response out of them. The Powerbeats Pro, definitely until I put that larger tip on there, did not give me that better experience. And that larger tip may be a little too large for my ear, but it creates a seal that produces a really nice bass in the lows and representation of those lows and the different music that I'm listening to. So with that said, my experiences are that the mids and highs are a little bit better on the AirPods Pro, but the bass is a little bit harder, a little bit deeper on the Powerbeats Pro. And that really could come down to fit, because this is not scientific test, it is my experience. So it really, for you, is going to come down to what kind of music you listen to most, the kind of fit that you're looking for, and the kind of security of the device that you're looking for. This also has a wireless charging capability, which is great, where the Beats Pro don't. So with the audio quality and the security and the battery life and the comfort and all of that stuff, it really comes down to how you're going to use these devices. Now, the AirPods Pro are definitely more expensive. They're going to be around $250, whereas the Powerbeats Pro right now are $200. So the things that you're getting with the AirPods Pro is wireless charging, you're getting the noise canceling, you're getting the small pocketable case. I like the noise canceling. The noise canceling is great. When I'm working out at the gym and listening to an audiobook, having that additional layer of noise canceling makes it easier for me to focus on listening to an audiobook than having to listen to all the background noise. The Powerbeats Pro sit in your ear nicely, so there is going to be a little bit of noise isolation there, but it's not active noise canceling like what the AirPods Pro have. So with the AirPods Pro, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of additional help there so that I can focus on what I'm listening to and not worry about all the background noise that is usually really distracting to me. The Powerbeats Pro don't have any active noise canceling, but in most cases, if you're listening to loud music, which you probably are with Powerbeats Pro, noise canceling isn't as big of a deal. Now, the one thing I haven't done yet with the AirPods Pro is taken a flight and tested the quality of the noise canceling on a flight. Typically, I would wear an over-the-ear headphone like my Sony noise canceling headphones, which I'll link to not only the video I did on them, but to the product below so you could check that out. The over-the-ear noise canceling experience is always going to be better on an airplane for a couple of reasons. Number one is that there's a lot that has to be canceled when you're on an airplane, a lot of noise. And the second thing is the altitude and the cabin pressure and all of that stuff combined with shoving something into your ear makes for a weird experience. And for me, I just don't like having that extra stuff going on. I like having an over-the-ear where my ear can still breathe. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but I don't have something that I have shoved in my ear, preventing my ears from naturally popping or doing whatever they need to do. So after I do take a flight, which is coming up soon, I'll come back and do a full review of the AirPods Pro. And of course, I want to spend a little bit more time with them in different situations and stuff like that. I've been riding my boosted rev scooter a lot with a helmet, and so these are definitely going to fit in my ear a little bit better. And with the noise canceling option that allows you to still hear what's going on in your environment, I'm interested to see if I could listen to an audiobook and have a little bit of noise filtering, but not enough that I feel like I'm at danger and I can't hear of some situation coming at me. So I'll be back with a full review of them soon, so make sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for checking out this video. I know it's a little longer of a video. I definitely enjoy having conversations about technology. I think that it helps us make better purchase decisions. I like having those types of conversations with people in my life, so I hope that you enjoy having that type of conversation with me here in this video. Let's continue that down in the comment section below, and I hope to see you back here in the next one. Take care.